Hello and welcome to this Long Island weather alert. We're going to be watching some heat again for tomorrow, as well as some showers and a possible thunderstorm tonight. Doesn't look like there'll be anything severe. This is all due to a front. So if we go to our weather map, you'll see that we've got a warm front approaching, and then a very small warm sector, and then a cold front. But there's going to be a lag before we get into the cool air, and that's going to result in a pretty warm day again for tomorrow. Um, I don't think it'll be quite as warm as it was on what day was that? Sunday or it was Saturday. I don't think it'll be quite as warm as it was on Saturday, but it will be quite warm nonetheless. So right now temperatures are in the 50s, and it was a fairly actually a little bit below normal. Temperatures in the mid 50s. Plenty of cloud cover across Long Island. Did warm up into the 60s though if you were in New Jersey. And not much in the way of radiation or cooling at all. And again, here's the radar. You can see not really a whole lot going on. However, there was severe weather in the western part of the state. There are actually some severe thunderstorm warnings that were out earlier, and this also goes into Pennsylvania, but I don't think that's going to hold together for tomorrow. We have this cold front that's going to be approaching, and you see this low going well into the Great Lakes, and then behind it we'll have a very warm day tomorrow, and then high pressure builds down for Wednesday, and Thursday bringing us a little bit of cooler weather, but tomorrow will be quite warm. We'll go to the HRRR first, and we'll show you again. Here's that. Could be a shower, could be an isolated thunderstorm, nothing really too remarkable. And then you can see it won't be that windy tomorrow. The isobars aren't that clustered. You can see the way they're facing. We have that westerly flow tomorrow, so we could see quite an overperformance in temperatures with that. And then that high builds down Wednesday. It will wind up being cooler on Wednesday into Thursday. So let's look at our dew points and wind flow here and show you that we do have some humidity coming in as well tonight. So that'll help fuel. And you'll feel a little bit of it in the first part of the day tomorrow. And then the humidity starts dropping later on. But there will be a westerly wind, mostly a westerly wind. There may be a sea breeze, but it'll be limited to the south shore. And then that wind goes northwesterly and then backs again to a sea breeze on Wednesday. So these temperatures will warm up quite a bit tonight. We're not really going to drop much below where we're at now. And then tomorrow, you can see how warm it gets. Could be close to 80 in Jersey, close to 80 perhaps on the North Shore, and the sea breeze will be limited to the South Shore areas mainly. You can see South Shore, especially eastern parts of the South Shore, especially into Suffolk County, right there. And then tomorrow night, it will cool off eventually into probably the mid to upper 40s, and then still warm on Wednesday. It's still showing plenty of warm weather. The temperature is still getting into the low to possibly mid 70s interior New Jersey. So even though it'll be cooler, it won't really cool off all that much. So today we were below normal, but tomorrow we will be back above normal again. Just to show you again, high of 56 and low of 45 puts us about 1 degree below normal for the day. That high is 5 degrees off. Normal high is supposed to be 61. So just to give you an idea of where we're supposed to be at. Let's go back to the models here, and we'll take a look at our sky conditions, because there will be it will not be clear. We'll have a veil of high clouds around tomorrow. RGM shows a lot of it's off to the south. We'll have to see, but I think there'll be high clouds, jet junk, not a great looking sky, though there will be sunshine. I think we'll see more in the way of sunny skies on Wednesday, though I still don't think we completely get rid of the cirrus. Maybe Thursday we finally get rid of it. Let's go to the Ventu sky and visualize how warm it's going to be for tomorrow, all right? So this is 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and you can see interior parts of Long Island. You can see the heat. Again, we have that warm flow coming in off New Jersey, and then the sea breeze, again, is only going to be really felt. You can see where the wind is coming from. If you're in Mineola, it's coming right from New Jersey, so it's going to be hot here. And even western parts of the South Shore, it'll be a little bit cooler, but you really got to go from, I would say, Merrick on eastward to really start feeling the sea breeze, especially as you get into Suffolk County. You can see that. So we'll show you the map here. Just draw on the map, show the sea breeze front. again, show you where that's all going to probably set up. Probably right over here, probably like that, probably. So if you're over here, you're getting the cool air from the ocean. If you're south of this boundary, and if you're north of this boundary, you're going to be getting the hotter air from New Jersey. And that's pretty much what we're going to have set up for tomorrow. So if you want to avoid the hotter temperatures, the best place to be, eastern parts of the South Shore. So again, this is the Ventus sky. I kind of visualize it nicely. Will be a sea breeze. If you're at Long Beach, there'll be a nice breeze. Further south, on the South Shore, that's where it's going to be. The conditions are going to be the best, as you see here. And even right into the evening, 7 o'clock, still seeing the heat. And finally, by 10 o'clock, we start seeing a little more of the heat die down a little bit. But it's going to be pretty warm inland. And that's the point I want to make in this video here. So, yeah, look at that, 80 if you're in Great Neck. So, yeah, I think Mineola will probably get up to 80 degrees, too, probably. So, it's going to be very warm tomorrow. I don't think we'll break any records, but it's going to be up there. We're going to be quite warm indeed. And as we get into Wednesday, it drops a little more, as you see here. So, it's a little... This is more what I would call comfortable, right? And then Thursday, still cooler, probably. So, So that's what we're looking at for tomorrow. Won't be too windy. Won't have to worry about any. I don't think we'll have to worry about any wildfires spreading. However, if we do have an isolated thunderstorm tonight, there's always a chance. I'll only go to the NAM and see if we got the 0Z NAM. Yes, we do have the 0Z NAM. And so let's go take a look and see what the NAM has generating for precipitation tonight as well. And you can see some very widely scattered, and it's not really going to amount to very much. So, and they still have that fire going on in southern Jersey. So, I don't think we'll see a lot of wind tomorrow as far as wildfire. The conditions aren't great either, so we could still see. If we go to PBNY, they usually have a thing here for the fire danger. Let's see if they do. Let's see it here. Fire danger rating is low right now, so they have a low fire danger rating, which is this right now. So we'll have to see if this goes up for tomorrow. But either way, yeah, expect a warm day for tomorrow, especially if you're inland. And if you're by the shore, it'll be much better. So, shore, probably the place to be. And like I said, probably anywhere from, especially Massapequa Park on eastward, especially Babylon. You get a nice breeze over here. The further east you are, the better, because the further away you are from New Jersey, the more of a fetch over the cooler ocean waters versus being inland on the North Shore where you see all the heat. So prepare for some heat tomorrow, and then we'll cool off a little bit. But here, yeah, you gotta have the air conditioner, that's for sure. If you're in the central Nassau and North Shore, if you're on the South Shore, especially east of Merrick, you'll probably be able to keep the AC off. Have a good night.